Hey guys, it's Frances with Find Your Crazy. Welcome back to another Tip Tuesday, my favorite time of the week when I share with you my tips, tricks, and hacks for raising a really big family in a really small space as we travel the United States in our RV. And today I'm going to share with you one of my favorite hacks for the technical side of traveling. And you know what? That's not my strong suit. I know that there are many of you who struggle with trying to communicate on this phone. I'm old school and I think better on a keyboard than I do in a texting format. And there are several platforms in which we use to connect with you guys, from YouTube comments to Instagram messages to posts on Instagram and stories and Facebook. There are so many ways that we communicate using these devices, but for me it was really becoming a struggle and I just didn't even want to do it. I didn't want to post anything on Instagram because it's mainly a phone platform. And so I wasn't able to pull out my computer and really type up a thoughtful post, a good comment. I found myself just wanting to do as quick as possible or not doing it at all. And I didn't want to not communicate with our amazing community. So I found an incredible opportunity and a great hack to be able to type out on a keyboard even using your phone as the major form of communication. This is important for two reasons. Number one, because it's a lot easier many times to create a thoughtful stream of thought when you are typing it out and able to use a full-size keyboard for comfort than all of these thumbs. But the second one is I get a lot better opportunity to connect through my cell phone service. And so for us, Wi-Fi is really, really difficult as we travel around the United States. So there are lots of places we go to when we boondock or we're out in these wonderful national parks that we don't have access to Wi-Fi, either from the campground or from our personal router. But I will find that more often I have a cell phone signal and I can post, I can answer, and we can upload using our phones. But that meant we were having to type it all out using our thumbs. But now I want to show you my favorite hack that has changed everything. So this is a Bluetooth keyboard that is a little bit smaller than a full-size keyboard, but it absolutely works for me. It's just a tiny bit smaller, but the keys are fantastic. I love them. They are ergonomic. It is easy for me to use, and it is very lightweight, but also it folds out. This is easy to put in your purse, in your book bag, or in your briefcase, or for me, even this really cute little tote that I carry around the things all throughout the house, trying to find a quiet place to type or to answer messages. And so this is really great because it is very small and you're not carrying out a full-size keyboard. So I'm going to put a link in the description box for this specific one that I use so that you can check it out, but also look for any other ones that you might find as well. And so this folds out and it's Bluetooth, but it also comes with a stand. Not all of them do, but it does come with a stand that you can use for your phone. And so you just open this little guy up, you choose whichever kind of grade that you want, whatever angle. You set your phone here. Now I have an OtterBox and I have, I don't know, some big phone. I don't know, a Plus of some kind. I don't know what generation it is, but it's really big, but it also still fits in here. A smaller one would fit much better, but I don't have any problems with it at all. And so I'm able to set this up. I'm able to go, let's say, to Instagram, which is mainly a phone platform, right? It's not able to be pulled up, at least that I know of, on your computer. And so you'll pull up your app. In just a couple of seconds, it will give you the option to connect this to your Bluetooth to your phone. Once it recognizes this keyboard, you're set. Every time I open it, it automatically syncs up and I'm ready to type. It is within a snap that it recognizes it. I'm able to pull up my notes section. I'm able to pull up my messages. I'm able to pull up Instagram or comments on YouTube and quickly begin to start a thoughtful message or a thoughtful post that I can really work through using my typing skills instead of my thumb skills. And for me, this has been huge. I will say a couple of things that you have to figure out, and a little side hacks that you have to do. Emojis are not on this keyboard, but if you go to your phone, iPhone setting, and you go to General, you go to your keyboard, you're able to set up shortcuts. And those shortcuts you can use to show exactly what you want it to be. So for me, a heart would be, maybe like the greater than sign and a 3. And I set that as my shortcut. And every time I type that in, immediately the heart comes up. And I'm able to assign an emoji, which I use a lot if you follow me, and the shortcuts on my keyboard. That was the one thing that was really challenging because it changed my tone. It changed what I normally type like, and it was a really laborious going from phone to keyboard, phone to keyboard, phone to keyboard. So I set in all the shortcuts I wanted. You can do as many as you want, and you get creative with the ways that you can put those on your keyboard. And now I'm able to put emojis in all the time. So if that's something that you want to do, you can do it. It's just a little bit of a side hack. The other thing is too that this battery life lasts forever. I have had this for 2 weeks now and I haven't charged it once. But it does come with a USB charging cord that you can charge here and to your brick next to your bed or wherever, and then it's ready to go. But this battery lasts forever. Truly, I haven't found anything that I don't like about it. The back of it is kind of grooved and it is not slippery. So, and my bed, I use this old school cute little lap desk. It doesn't move at all. And so I'm able to set this up. I'm able to sit in the bed, or I'm able to go outside on my chair and take my lap desk, and then I'm able to write. I'm able to really communicate in a way that works for me. So if you have struggled with that, if your little thumbs get tired, or if you just feel like it keeps you from really being able to communicate clearly and thoughtfully, this keyboard might be a game changer. You can also attach it to your iPad and you're able to set that sideways. So if you have kids who use online learning but are on iPads for different apps or need to write things for their schoolwork, you can also set an iPad in here and you can use that. Any Bluetooth device can sync up to this. iPod, iPad, whatever other types of platforms that you use, you can sync this up and then you just put it together. I found a little cute case. I put it in here. I zip it up and then I'm ready to go. So I have found this to be great for those of us who are a little old school, who didn't grow up with a phone in our hands, or just have a hard time fat fingering all those responses and end up with something that looks like a bunch of garble. I use this when I send iPhone messages. I use it for emails. I communicate absolutely almost exclusively with this little keyboard now. It's a lot smaller than pulling out my full-size Mac, and it also helps me to access this cell phone signal, which is a lot more stable than the Wi-Fi signal. So if you found a trick or a hack that has helped you to communicate on your social media platforms or through your messages or just writing, please let me know, because we're always looking for good tricks and tips to help us to communicate better, to stay connected, and also to be able to run a big family in a small space. So I hope this has encouraged you as much as it is me, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week with another Tips Tuesday. Bye guys.